overlander. I'm cooking on the scuttle, running full throttle, driving my Tacoma far away from Corona. Alaskan overlander. Oh yeah, baby, give me some.
Well, it's Thursday, April 29th, and it's raining. We're back at fam camp. We've been here the second day we're here, starting our camping week off. And Long Windy Road asked me the other day what my plan for rain was. And I was like, oh crap, I checked the weather. He constantly checks the weather because he was trained to be a pilot for a while. So we were due for a good amount of rain, and it's been raining. Alaska doesn't necessarily get, at least this part, we don't get the big thunder showers where it's like pouring a bucket. It happens sometimes, but we get long and steady rain that it rains so long it just gets in every part of your clothing. But I do need to get the awning, and Long Windy Road thinks I should get the annex for the iCamper. I think he's right. I think by September, really August, when the rainy season starts in our area and the places I'm going to be camping and hunting, I'm going to need the annex just for mosquitoes alone. I think the annex, I'll need it for the interior. So maybe sooner than later I'll get the annex. But it is raining. It was kind of nice. I had the tailgate down. It washed away all the grease from cooking on the tailgate. But what else was I going to talk about? So tomorrow we're going to go to the Forget-Me-Not camp in Wasilla with Long Windy Road and Ed Smith. Really looking forward to that. It's a new place we haven't camped at. Get together with those guys and just see what happens. It was supposed to get pretty cold the next couple days, but I think we're going to be all right, especially with that down comforter. I did find the bullet hole in the tent, the outside one. People were saying that it was a they were saying it was a accidental discharge, but I got my law enforcement friend to look around the tent, and in about 4 seconds he found the bullet hole. Just a little bullet hole, and then there was that big exit hole through the fiberglass. We think it was a 223. It was coming from the exact direction where the party was from. They were, I don't know, 150 yards away from us. So it was either a good shot or an accidental shot, or they had a scope and aimed right at us. But feeling a little bit better because it wasn't straight on where I thought it was. But still pretty crazy. Never camp at Knik River, ever. Even though it's a beautiful free camping spot. It's the Valley's playground, the playground of Wasilla, and everybody just goes there and gets blacked out drunk and starts shooting guns in an unsafe way. A bunch of kids or whatever. So that's pretty lame. So, but I did find out where that was. I'm going to do a little bit of CSI investigation with some yarn and line up where that bullet went. So that's going to be kind of fun. But anyways, starting our week off strong with some rain. It's supposed to clear up. I do worry about moisture in the iCamper, even just from breathing in there. You really need to air it out after, but we'll get a chance to air it out tomorrow and dry everything up. So not too worried about it. But all right, let's start the week off.
I've been saying that since you're a baby.
Quiet. There's the bullet hole right there. Do some CSI work on that. All right, Chuke CSI. I'm an idiot. I thought the bullet hole was coming from that direction. Get the old bulb here. But really, it came in from right here, and my law enforcement friend found it in about 4 seconds. So here's the entrance hole. See if you can see it. Got the tape. That's the entrance hole right there of the bullet. He found it right away. Goes through a couple layers of the outside window coverings. And of course, the other entrance hole on the shell that I already knew about, but we lined up the shot with the yarn there. And of course, there was the exit hole with the shards of fiberglass going out. So I feel a little bit better. It wasn't directly over our heads because it's in the corner. But the crazy thing is, it was coming from that exact direction. And that is exactly where the party people were, probably 130, 150 yards away, maybe a little more, at their bonfire, the exact direction. I could see them out this window. They were screaming and stuff. It came from their bonfire and shot through my tent. This old light is pretty sweet, by the way. I just put it up like that.
Painting of Baby Yoda. I was like, I'm gonna eat you later.
You taste just like yogurt. So yes, Groger.
Stop.
So turn in for the next episode of Shoot Baby Yoda.
Quiet.
To be continued.
Oh.
Du-du-du.
It's the road.
Dun 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 dun. How do you do the Mandalorian music?
Roast your Baby Yoda simply by telling it just a simple yo mama joke. That will roast me on recognition already. And then
Yeah.
you
Cooking
want to
my
go for another
phone,
walk
probably.
with one board for the night? Go for one more walk.
For a little bit, okay? Go find your family. All right?
I already have a family.
Yeah, you have family. They're right there. Getting there. It's got to be cranes. Looking at their feet are so tall.
Get that river or that muskrat.
Oh, that'd be awesome. Millers. So it's Saturday, May 1st, and I'm here camping with Long Windy Road. Got our families together. We're just camping and enjoying the day. And We're at a little campground up north towards the interior, not far. We only drove an hour or so, but it's a little hidden gem back here. This is gonna be our backup camping place, because when everything else is full, we can be here next to this little private lake, and there's all kinds of birds out there. We were hoping to kayak out, but as you can see, there's still ice on the water, and we're not gonna get a big hike in because there's still a lot of snow in this area. So it's just about relaxing. We've just been building fires. Very cold last night. Unfortunately, I couldn't find the insulation tent out of storage, but with the goose down bedding, we stayed warm enough. But it was down to 29 degrees at least last night. So we're just out of town and just camping and just relaxing, and it's been really nice. Went and got some ice cream. We might take a little walk or something, but nothing wrong with just relaxing while you're camping. So we're loving it.
Yeah, if I get really into it, I'm like, it's almost like a movie.
It's all the same.
Food truck food. Guy said it wouldn't be a hand-dipped dog if it didn't have imperfections. Notice the shim work on these boards I carry to even out the sleeping surface. This has been a relaxing trip. It's been very cold, but very beautiful. All right, so it's still Saturday the 1st. It's a little warmer tonight. Last night it was 29 degrees, 27 degrees, and thankfully we did good because we're like a nest up here. This sleeping bag is rated to -40. I've got a comforter. He's got a sleeping bag. I've got another quilt, and then I've got this goose down comforter that I put over all of us. And so we were cold at first, but we warmed up big time. So we've just had the best time with friends, even though it's very cold and kind of pre-season. We're just getting it kicked off, and we're doing great. We are getting our gear dialed in. This Olight, I keep talking about it, but it's so awesome. I'm definitely going to get like 4 more and just have them placed everywhere. They're crazy. Kids love them. I love it. We just charged it again. I'd also wanted to talk about this charging station. This is probably the cheapest Goal Zero whatever you can get. It's the Goal Zero Yeti 150. This has been really nice for charging our phones. We're going to watch more movies on the iPad tonight. That's what's nice about this spot too, where you get a good signal. So we're going to watch a couple shows on the iPad before sleep. But this thing will charge your iPad several times, your phones a bunch of times. For the little missions we go out on a few days, this is nice. We also have an identical one, so if we need to, we can bring 2 out. It will last us a good 5 days, maybe a week of being careful charging our phones. But I really need a big Jackery. I need a big, they have the giant Goal Zeros. I'm going to have to get one of those. The new Jackery is sold out. Nobody can get that right now, but I do need something that can plug in an electric blanket, and we'll use that just for heat. We could even charge it in the outlet that's in the truck bed while we're driving. And so we could, get the solar panels and charge it while we're driving. We could possibly use it several days, but really there would be one charge through the night. But we would be able to stay so warm with the electric blanket, and then these things we would just use for electronics and stuff. So we're getting it dialed in, but this is our last night here, and then we're back to town and follow along windy road back to town. So far so good. This weekend was just about relaxation and just spending time with friends. We didn't do anything too crazy, but it's been nice, and we're kicking off the season right. All right, thanks guys. back in town, dropped the kids off, and went into work for a needed shower, also shaved. I took like an hour-long hot shower. It was great. But back to fam camp where it's safe. I won't get shot at. I won't be accosted by meth heads. It's kind of sad, but at that campground, a meth head showed up, and this lady was totally out of it, and she had a full fur coat down to her ankles. And my kid was like, that's Cruella DeVille from 101 Dalmatians, and it totally was. I wasn't going to film her or anything because that's mean, but she was definitely on meth and a total meth head. And as Long Windy Road said, the valley does not disappoint. I forgot what he said, something about that. The valley provides. Anyways, you just got to go farther out to get away from some of that stuff, I think is usually a good idea. But we didn't have any major adventures because usually we're doing something crazy. We're going on some big mountain hikes, something crazy, you know, visiting glaciers, all the stuff we did on the episode last year. But this week was just about relaxation. We just got out of town. We were gonna kayak, but the lake was still frozen, so that was a bummer. But it was just about relaxing and being around friends, and that was fine, and I got good sleep. So I continue to live in the Tacoma, and I really feel like I'm dialing it down each week that goes by. I'm organizing things a little bit better and figuring out what I'm gonna do with the addition of the lockbox and a bunch of propane I got, and the new table. I got a new camp table. It's all coming together, and so I'm very comfortable living out of the Tacoma, just going from camp spot to camp spot. It seems like I just stay on base during the week, and then the weekends we go up north and explore. Soon we're going to go down south. I got a buddy that's been going down to Cooper Landing and that kind of thing. So I'm just going to continue to go with the flow, and I couldn't be happier living in the Tacoma as long as I'm not getting shot at. So I'll see you guys again next week.